Now I would like to call and request our founder and director of Sai Global Mission, Mr. Arvind Thiyagarajan, to say a few words. Arvind Thiyagarajan is an inventor, serial entrepreneur, and was mentored by former President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Arvind Thiyagarajan.
Good evening, everyone. Respected Consul General of India, Mr. Ashok Venkateshan ji, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here this evening and celebrating India's Republic Day together with us. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the performers who have really entertained us so well and with so much patriotism and so much support for this cause. I once again request all of you to give a round of applause to all the performers, please. Now, Vikas ji said something so beautiful. He said, when there is absolutely no hope, even a small ray of hope could mean so much difference for all the people who are wanting that hope. So that's the reason why we have gathered here. Now, before I start talking about the wonderful work that Sai Global Mission is doing, I want to share a small story. I might have shared this at several events before, but it's a story really worth repeating because it really talks about how we began this journey. It was, in a sense, a very accidental beginning. Now, when I was 25 years old, I took a company, one of my companies, public, and made some money, and my only ambition in life was to buy a very fancy car in India. And I was starting to save money, like a crazy guy, saving money just to buy this fancy car in India. And during the time, I once visited my spiritual teacher in South India, and I was on a taxi going to see him, and suddenly my taxi met with a very bad car accident. The car actually went into a truck. And I still can't believe, I'll have to literally pinch myself to realize that I'm still alive, because there is no way on earth that we could have survived that accident. Both the driver and I were both alive. And still it gives me chills. In fact, as of yesterday, Divyogi Bhai and I picked up Rahul Sharma ji, and on our way back on 280 in the highway, we saw on the way 5 cars, like more than 5 cars, all sliding and having an accident and so on. And as we were talking about it, just then, literally a split second, a car comes right in front of us, spinning almost like 5 times and going and hitting the bumper. And still, it's so miraculous that we are still here in this show. So 1 second, 1 split second could change our life. But at that point, I felt so lucky to have been alive. And that evening, I was with my spiritual teacher, and he came to me and he said, "Oh, looks like you're saved from the car accident." And I was surprised that he knew that. And then he said, "Did you see how fragile the car was? Why can't you use your saved money for care instead of car?" And I didn't know what he was talking about. But later, the next week, he sent me to a village in South India, saw this old man, 70-year-old man, and he was making 7 rupees per day, which is less than 10 cents, right? And all he could afford to eat was just rice and salt. Okay? You heard it correct, rice and salt. If he got a chili in a week, he considered himself extremely lucky. So that was a real problem because of the excessive rice, he was having diabetes. Because of the excessive salt, he was having hypertension. So that's when we decided we should do something about this. And with the inspiration of our spiritual teacher, His Holiness Sri Satya Sai Baba, and on a very auspicious day, the birthday of our father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi ji, on 2nd of October 2006, we began this journey. And what did we do? The first program we launched was called Serve a Village, where the work that we do is to go to these villages every week, because there is no point in going to these villages once every 6 months or a year, but a weekly follow-up is very important. So our volunteers go there and give all these villagers free food, nutritious food, and provide free medical care for them, and also give them medicines for the next 7 days. And when they come back the next time, next week, they make sure that the patients have actually taken their medications. So like this journey started in a very humble way with just one village. One became 5, 5 became 10, 25, 50, 100. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are covering more than 200 villages in 35 centers of India, which has benefited more than 500,000 people in the country. And I'm proud to say that for the last 10 years, our volunteers have not missed even a single week. Rain or shine, they're always there, right? And this makes a huge difference to these villagers' life. But still, there is so much need in our country. I mean, right now we are only covering in 6 states in South India, but we want to go to more villages in North India and other parts of the country. So we have set ourselves a very lofty goal of reaching out to 1,000 villages in the next 1,000 days to impact more than 1 million people. And it's a huge task, a Herculean task ahead of us. So just by using conventional means is not going to help. So we actually have begun the journey of also looking at advanced technologies that can make a difference. So last year, we launched this bus called Sai Wheels. It stands for Societal Advancement and Improvement by Water, Healthcare, Educare, Energy, Love, and Service. This is the world's first bus which has a medical clinic, a mobile classroom, and powered by solar panels, and also has a water purifier. Right? It can go to the remotest villages in India or Africa or wherever it is and serve these people. And some of these children have not even gone to a school, right? And for them to have that inspiration from these kind of technologies and first time seeing a multimedia projector and things like that, they get really inspired. That spark that we ignite in them will make a huge difference in their life. And while we do these screening programs, we find so many children with heart diseases. And some of them know that they have a congenital heart disease, but they just don't have money to go and undergo a surgery. So that's where we built a hospital in November 2012, which is actually in the shape of a heart. And it's actually in the physical heart of our country, in a place called Raipur, which is in Chhattisgarh, in the central part of India. And this hospital is providing free heart surgeries for children, completely free of cost, okay? Anything for surgery, medicine, everything is covered, absolutely free. So we started in November, and till date, until in the January, we have done more than 2,955 surgeries, completely free of cost. And if you look at the spread, you can see children from all over the country just come and crowd at this outpatient department in the hospital. It's still sad to say that there are 600 children in the waiting list in this hospital. So the need is tremendous because there are 300,000 children in India who are suffering from these congenital heart diseases. And just having one hospital was not enough. So we began this very ambitious journey of building another hospital, which was built in record 4 months' time and launched in New Delhi, near New Delhi, by our Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji, on 27th November 2016. And later, after the break, we're going to play a video of Dr. Modi ji's speech at this inauguration. But he was so proud of this achievement because he has this hope that through these institutions and several other institutions, there are so many wonderful organizations doing great work, we can actually give that hope that Vikas ji was talking about to all these hospitals. So this not only has an impact in India, but it has a global impact. In fact, you can see children coming from Pakistan, Afghanistan, and all our neighboring countries coming for free treatment in India. And we have also had people from Africa and Fiji Islands. In fact, our doctors actually went to Fiji for a week and did free surgeries. So I'm proud to say that we have also started a hospital in Nigeria, in a place called Gundu. And it's a small hospital right now, but it will definitely grow into a cardiac specialty hospital soon. And we've already procured the land for a hospital in Sri Lanka as well as in Fiji. So this mission is truly expanding globally, not only in India, but globally. And we have plans to build 7 hospitals in the next 4 years. It's a lot of work, but we believe we definitely can do that, right? So that's just the healthcare aspect. But moving on to education, we have actually been providing value-based integral education, totally free of cost. And what is this integral education? It's not about just giving them brilliant academics, but really building their characters and making them compassionate citizens so that it's truly nurturing them to be wonderful citizens for nation building. And so far, you can look at the statistics. We have 27 schools, 14 campuses in 8 districts of Karnataka, and it gives free education to 5,000 students, including 1,500 girls. And that's very important because these girls need to be given education and empowered in their lives. And we have again set ourselves a very aggressive goal of expanding this to 75 schools and 36 campuses over 30 districts of Karnataka, and to cater to about 15,000 students. And soon we want this to spread to other parts of the country too. So I'll show you some of the pictures of these campuses, and these are beautiful buildings which truly are building the future citizens of our country. And these are the boys' schools, and these are the 4 campuses for girls, where everything is completely free, including lodging, right? After that, we found still there is so much need. So many children come to school without even having breakfast. Now, a lot of schools have these government programs of midday meals and so on. But imagine going to work without having breakfast, or going to school, sending your children to school without breakfast. It's impossible, right? I mean, how can they even pay attention in school? So that's where we started this free breakfast program. It started off with 50 children, and it has expanded to 8,000 children in 120 centers in 6 states of India. And what this does is it really increases their attendance to school and increased academic performance, as well as improve their overall health. So the children are really happy and they're motivated to study better and so on. So like this, there is so much wonderful work being done, which we believe is truly contributing to nation building. And our late president, former president, Dr. Abdul Kalam, had this wonderful vision of Vision 2020. And I was fortunate enough to be mentored by him. And I once asked him before leaving to the US, "Sir, is it okay to move to US?" And he said, "Arvind, it's okay to be a NRI, a non-resident Indian, but it is not okay to be a not responsible Indian." So based on his inspiration and guidance, we started this foundation, and we have taken this far. And all I want to request you is, over the next 5 minutes, we're going to play a short video of some of the work that is actually being done. I would request you all to kindly pay some attention and see how we can all join our hands together in making this our mission together, right?